Hello, good morning. So I want to ask you, what are you planning? And what do I mean by that? Let me give you an example. When you say something like this, it seems like every time I'm starting to get better, then I get a spike. And then it feels like I'm starting all over again. When you say that, you are writing it in stone. You are planning, you're helping your brain and your subconscious to really take to heart that every time you start feeling better, you're going to have a setback. So you are planning that when you say that, when you think that way. And I know it's easy to say, but that's reality. That's how it really is. Well, that's because that's the way you are planning for it to be. So you're going to get what you plan. I'm not going to say that you won't get spikes, but I can say that your reaction to it can change by how you plan it. And probably the spikes are going to end up being nothing. Like you'll be able to deal with it just fine. So we need a little imagination. One of the things about the human brain that I have discussed many times is our ability to concentrate on how bad tinnitus is, for example. But another aspect is our imagination. This is something that some scientists might say makes humans have a higher brain function than other animals. I don't know, but it's because we have imagination. So I want to ask you, what do you want to plan, and how can you get a little bit more imaginative about how you're going to, say, handle the spikes or the tinnitus? So let's flip some of these statements around, and then we'll get to some other plans too, besides just these specific ones. So it seems like I'm getting better at handling the spikes now. Sometimes it gets a little louder, but I just say, it's not a big deal. And, I do get spikes. Maybe they'll even lessen over time as I learn how to deal with them. They'll just sort of go back into the background much quicker as I experience these spikes. And I really feel like I'm starting to get a hold on my tinnitus now. I'm habituating to it. And even when I have spikes, it's just not a big deal anymore. I don't care. And I feel like I'm going to get even better at doing that in the future. Do you see what I just did there? Yeah. So I'm planning for it to be that way, and I'm going to reinforce it again and again. That I feel like I'm getting better at handling this now. I feel like when I get spikes, no big deal. I'm looking forward to my life really just coming back again, because I've got this now. It's not, and maybe at first when you say things like this, you don't believe it. And that's where this repetition, and where we have to imagine what it's going to be like. What is it going to be like when the spikes aren't so bad anymore? Or when your ability to just forget about the tinnitus, even when it spikes, okay, it's a spike, it's a little louder. And then before you know it, you've already forgot that you're not even listening to it anymore, because you've started doing some, I've had other videos about having activities that you get busy doing, so it just gets your mind on something else quickly, and you divert your attention. You say, I'm getting so much better at diverting my attention now away from the tinnitus and doing something more. And maybe I haven't perfected it yet, but I'll get better at it. But you've got a plan for what you want, and then you'll get it. So you've got to catch some of these statements you're making that are not helpful, and you're literally training your brain to accept the reality that you're giving it. Because there's some of this is a little theoretical, but I think it's mostly true, is that we have a subconscious brain and a conscious brain. So what we have in our conscious thought process is what then gets our subconscious brain to really put things in stone and create the person that we are, and the way our body responds with anxiety, and the way we sleep, and the mood we're in, and the way the chemistry goes through the body and everything. As you plan, that all those things are affected. So you can actually have better body chemistry by planning on feeling better, planning on handling the tinnitus, easier, and you'll do great. So you've got there's a stream of consciousness that you're in, and your brain is constantly receiving information, including the information that you give it, the information that you reinforce with your thoughts, with what you say. And so you've got to, if that stream is keeping you in a low wavelength that's not doing you very well, you have to think about, okay, what can I reinforce and plan for so that my brain starts preparing for a better chemistry, a better reality, a better ability to handle the tinnitus and really make it just nothing anymore. It doesn't matter if you have tinnitus or not, you are doing fine. You can get to that place. So that's what you've got to train. What are you planning? Okay, so you can maybe hopefully ask yourself, when you catch these things, what am I planning when I say this? What am I planning to do? How am I going to set up my future? And then I should make another one about imagination, but I'll just say a few things about imagination. Imagination is limitless, isn't it? You can imagine so many different realities, so many different ways about being, but maybe I'll just plant the seed here. Can you start imagining how your life might be better? And that could be your job, your relationships, the way you are more confident, some of your skills, maybe your skill at talking to other people, or your skill at some talent like art or music or dancing or athletics. Can you imagine what you might be like? Maybe you should try to, if we take the Tony Robbins method, maybe you should try, say, taking the top 3 items that you'd maybe like to improve. Maybe one is, I remember when I was doing mine, I was like, I want to be stronger physically, have my body in better shape. I want to have some economic gains, and I'm planning to make more money. And maybe I didn't know exactly how I was going to make more money, but I'm thinking about it every day. How can I make more money? How can I make my body stronger? And the other one, I think I did dancing. It was something related to dancing. I'm just talking about last year when I was in a bad place. I don't remember the third one. I must not have planned strong enough. But I actually am a lot stronger now. I've been working out with weights and dancing, and just looking at myself in the mirror. Oh my God, I'm so much better than last year. And then I am making more money, But I thought about it every day, And if you start getting some future plans in, what does your brain start doing? It starts preparing for that reality to come. And then you start imagining the details that are needed to get you there. But it takes some repetition to move in that direction, to just, there's different things you'll consider. I could do this, I could do that. And then you maybe start scheduling things. Okay, I'm going to do this, so that'll help me get there. And so your brain starts working on a different wavelength. And let's start planning, how your life is going to be in a better place. And then plan to reinforce it. You probably need some sort of a notebook. I need a notebook, actually. I haven't been writing in my notebook, but some kind of a notebook, some kind of a way that it's going to become 100% part of your schedule every day. You're going to take a few minutes and plan with the right way. And then that just becomes part of your reality. You will plan every day how you're going to make things a little bit better. And let's not even use the word better, because when you say better and worse, if you have better, then you got to have worse, right? But you're planning to make more money. Maybe perhaps that is better, but don't use better and worse. I'm planning to make more money. I'm planning to have bigger muscles, or I'm planning to be able to lift more weight, be stronger. I'm planning to be able to last longer on the treadmill, or where I can get my heart rate up and I can stay there. And maybe I'll start off today. I was only really able to go about 3 or 4 minutes, and I was already feeling tired. So by next week, I'm going to be at 5 or 6 minutes. And then by the next week, I'll be like 7 or 8 minutes. And after a month or two, I'm going to be able to run 30 minutes, say, every day. But you see, then now if you accompany planning with progress, then that's even better, isn't it? Because if you first you plan and you make it part of your process, everyday plan, and then you start taking steps toward that plan, and then you start feeling, I got progress. And so obviously some of this is not just tinnitus related, but we want to get out of the tinnitus track and into a new track that is getting you somewhere that's worthwhile in your life. And maybe the first steps you need, though, with the tinnitus is you're going to catch that stream of consciousness and not let it get away from you, but say, wait, no. I'm not going to say that every time I'm feeling better, then I get a spike. No, I will find something else to plan. Every time I get a spike, I'm learning to manage it better, and that way, you'll move forward. Okay, that's my video for today. So what are you planning?